How's the baby?
Baby's doing good, man. He's huge.
Dude, he's not even. It seems like he's not even a baby anymore.
No, he's crawling.
He's
Like
crawling.
actually full blown crawling.
Wow. So
Yeah,
wait,
it's insane.
he's 9 months. Wait, how old is he?
Yeah, 9 months.
9 months. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, insane, dude. Because like before, he has his little walker.
Yeah.
And he'd be like just full sprinting around the house in this thing before he can even crawl, just full sprinting.
Yeah.
And then now that he's crawling, dude, it's like you cannot take your eye off him, dude. As soon as you look away, the dude's like in another room. He just wants to go just 24/7.
That's awesome. That's awesome, but also I remember the transition from the kid being like completely immobile. You could just like set him down and go, whatever, throw the food wrappers in the trash or, do whatever you need to do for just a couple minutes and you can come back to him. And then that transition from that to being mobile is just so difficult.
Yeah.
Stacy says you're yellow.
I'm yellow?
That's what she said.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Do I attempt to fix?
No, let me see if I can fix it on the fly. Let's see here. We're gonna add a filter.
I do look pretty yellow.
It's weird because on my main monitor you look perfect.
Yeah, on the stream though, it does look yellow.
It looks yellow. All right, here we're gonna do. We're gonna add a color filter if we can. Let's see. Let's see. Effect filters, color correction. All right. What do we need to do? We need to shift the hue. Oh, that's too green. All right. Close. How's that look, Stacy? Let us know. Anyways, that transition was wild, dude. Like absolutely wild. Yeah. Because you just can't. You're used to like doing things or being able to do things, and all of a sudden you can't because you have to stop that baby from getting into everything. They're little explorers, man. They get moving and they're just. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
They're into everything. It's wild. Pizza's better than burgers? We probably should shout out the chat real quick. Automotive guy, what is up, sir? Kilo God was here super early. NFL fan is here. Russell Soul, how are you, sir? Droughty is here. Slippy Eel. Shorts. Slippy. I don't know what a slippy eel is, but I imagine all eels are slippy.
Slippy eel shorts though, dude.
Destroyer, how you doing, man? SF90 build is nuts. Awesome, dude. It's awesome. Who else is here? Biggs. Argo is here. The Gameverse is here. The entire Gameverse is in our chat, bro.
That's pretty good.
And the whole thing says that pizza is better than burgers. So if you don't know what they're talking about, I put on the title pizza or burgers at the end of the title.
Oh gosh.
It's a really tough choice, to be honest with you. Automotive guys, are we talking about food already?
You gotta start sometime, dude.
Yeah, we gotta start sometime. And honestly, if you guys didn't notice, we got a new overlay, and the name of the podcast has been decided, and we've got a logo that was made. It is called Off Topic, as you can see by the overlay. So thank you guys for all your suggestions. I think someone put that out there, and I don't remember who it was, but we let it sit for a couple of weeks and then decided, hey, this is I like this. Looks good.
Yeah.
And then of course,
Stacy killed it with the logo there.
Yes.
I think it looks great.
Yes, looks good. They're very good. So thank you, Stacy, for that as well. But yeah, it's definitely dude, I'm super happy with the name. I feel like it fits the podcast exactly. Like we are I don't know. We are never on topic. We'll just put it that way.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I think it's good. Anyways, Pizza or burgers? For me, I was gonna, dude, my initial reaction was one thing, and then I just changed it right now. And I'm confused. I'm gonna probably take this whole podcast to figure out whether I like pizza or burgers.
Okay, yeah, it is tough. That is a hard one.
It's a very tough one, dude.
I think if it comes down to which one I like more, I think I like burgers more.
Okay.
But I feel like I could eat pizza more often.
Okay.
Does that make any sense? Like I love a burger, dude. Like,
okay,
burgers are great. But like a pizza is just like an anytime pizza, you know?
Sure. This is true. Yeah, pizza. Man, you're right. I could eat pizza every day, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
I can do the
every
same
day.
with burgers, but it's just coming down to it though. It's like, don't want to make dinner or anything like that. It's like, just order a pizza, you know? Like,
yeah, it's true. That's true. Pizza's way easier to make.
yeah, like Zeke said, pizza is convenient, but burgers are better.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true. So because of that, does pizza win? I don't know. Stacy says she could eat both. She can't pick. Pizza is just an edible plate. It's very true. You put anything on a pizza. It's literally the plate.
You can have a burger pizza.
This is true. That's pizza might be the most superior food out of any food. I don't know. I just don't know anything that wouldn't go on a pizza. You know? Like, I guess like desserts, right? But you could make a dessert specific pizza.
A dessert pizza.
Exactly. But you wouldn't put a dessert on a non-dessert pizza, I guess is the point.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know. Feels to me like pizza is definitely the superior food, especially since it is the plate that you eat. I think that's pretty good. All right, for right
says pineapple does not belong on pizza, and I'm taking a crazy stance here. I disagree.
I'm with you, dude. Pizza and pineapple goes really good together, especially when you throw in jalapeno and pepperoni in the mix.
Oh my god, literally the best pizza.
It's so good. Now here's one better, and I don't know if you do this, but if you take that same exact pizza, you got pineapple, you got pepperoni, and you got jalapeno on there. If you just drizzle a little bit of some sweet barbecue sauce, or you use barbecue sauce as the sauce, it is fire, dude. Like, just insanely good. Insane.
Yeah, or even like a barbecue chicken pizza, you know, where you use like the barbecue sauce instead of the pizza sauce.
Yeah, 100%.
Pineapples on that, delicious.
It's crazy, dude.
I get why people don't like it though. They're like, ew, hot fruit, but it's great.
It's good. You could put the pineapple on afterwards. You don't have to cook the pineapple, dude.
That's true.
No one says you have to put the pineapple on before you throw it in the oven. Although, pineapple on a grill, phenomenal. You just slice up some pineapple real thick, throw it on a grill, and just grill it up. Oh my god, dude. I could eat that all day long. Absolutely all day long. Gring Flaming says, the Crew, Motorfest, or the Crew 2? ? I think it's an easy one for me. I'll let you talk first.
I'm going Motorfest. I'm going Motorfest on it. It's a new game. I don't know. I enjoy playing it more than I do the Crew 2. The Crew 2 is great though. Got nothing against it.
Yeah.
I have tons of hours played in the Crew 2.
Ridiculous amounts.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I think Motorfest is better.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Motorfest is a better game. It doesn't have the content library that the Crew 2 has. And so for that reason, I think a lot of people would pick the Crew 2 just because there's simply more to do there. But I think overall, Motorfest is a better game. It was built on the foundation of the Crew 2, right? So it's an improvement of that. Handling model, certainly miles better. The car, the graphics, the environment looks better. When it runs perfectly, which is not all that often for me. But yeah, dude, I think Motorfest is better. I really think Motorfest is better because of what's going to happen over the next 3 years. I mean, I think it's going to get so many updates, dude. Like, we're talking, forget about the weekly stuff. I mean, we can consider that an update because you obviously have a new summit, you have new, every week they're introducing something new, like new cars or whatever. They're introducing something. So you have those weekly updates, but let's call those, I don't know. Let's not even call those an update. Let's say every month is the update. You have monthly updates for the game, then you have quarterly updates for the game that are big, and then every year they start a new plan. I would say, like, it seems like Ivory Tower has a plan that's way far out, and so year 2 is going to be whatever. They already have a plan for it, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be exciting in a couple of years for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely just going to be constantly getting better.
Yes. And that's the thing I think people get really frustrated about right away, is like they get excited to play a particular game, especially when it's like super hyped up in the in the YouTube world, or just going around different groups of friends who play racing games. You get super hyped about a game, and then you get into it and you're like, this is not exactly what I was expecting based on what I saw, and that can be disappointing. Then you get frustrated, and then you get mad at the game or at the devs because it's not what you wanted, and that's okay. It's okay to feel like that, but if it's not what you wanted, I mean, I just recommend playing something else, because the point of games is to have fun.
Yep, I agree completely.
Anyway, I think the Crew Motorfest is going to be miles better in a couple years, and I'll still be playing it by then. I kind of dipped out on the Crew too. I don't know about you. I feel like we both did a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just with the new game out, I hate having to go back to the old one.
Yeah.
Like, there's not very, I can't even really think of another game where, like, the new one of that came out and you still go back to play the old one.
Yeah. I
don't know. But, I mean, like, I didn't know it, but people have said that it was originally supposed to be, like an extension of a DLC, or, like, an extension of the Crew 2.
Right.
Which makes a lot of sense with how they're doing it. They're still, producing the content as if it's an extension of the Crew 2.
Right.
But the way it was sold was as like a new game. So that's what I feel like a lot of people expect. And then they're getting an extension of an old one.
Right. It's hard though, because that rumor, let's call it, because nobody really knows. The Crew Motorfest hasn't come out, or Ivory Tower hasn't come out and said, oh, this was supposed to be a DLC that we turned into a new game. They would never probably ever say that. Yeah. So this is all just speculation by people who think that that's what the case is, or they just judge the game, at launch for being that. But let's just for a moment say that that's what it was, right? Let's say it was an extension to the Crew 2. How in the world do you make an expansion to the game that has completely different physics, a completely different handling model, different graphics, it looks amazing, and how do you make that? How do you make that? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what they did though. Maybe it was originally just going to be the extension.
Yeah, it might have been the idea.
Then it turned into being a whole brand new game,
Yeah, but I feel like that transition from expansion to brand new game happened so early on in the development cycle. Like, there's no way. You can't, like, I don't know. It just seems weird. It's like, oh, this is going to be expansion. Oh, just kidding. We're going to change the entire handling model and give it brand new graphics. Like, no, it's not how it works. They decided way, way early. And so I don't know. My point, I guess, is that I don't think it's fair to say that it was an expansion, or that it was planned to be an expansion, because that could have been just like, freaking locker room talk, It's just been like, oh, we want to build a really big thing for this game. And then someone's like, hey, man, we should make a whole new one. And they're like, yeah. And then they do it.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. It is what it is. Zeke says they need houses again, like in the Crew too. Zeke, I've spent maybe an hour in my house total out of all the hours I've played the Crew. I probably have spent 1 hour total in the house. I don't even know what the point of it is.
Yeah, you go there to like change your character's clothes, and then
that's it. That's it.
I literally, like, when you open the game and it has you in that menu, I just like,
How do I get out of here? That's the first thing I think.
I click an event. I don't like leave that to be in the house. I don't ever see the house.
You ever been outside the house? Like you leave the house, you just go straight to an event.
Yeah. Because like right when you open the game, you're in that menu and it has all the new summit or these events or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll normally just click like the summit button and then get spawned in front of it. Like,
dude, that's the best button they've added, is that first page when you get load into the game and you just hit the summit, because that takes you directly to the street headquarters and you need to be there for everything. So it's just like that's how I get anywhere in the crew too.
Yeah, Josh says I get pissed when I accidentally go to the house.
Dude, same.
Yep, dude.
When I find myself in the house, I'm like, how do I get out of here, dude? I'm lost. I'm so lost. Anyway, Dark Ninja says, if there's a new crew coming, definitely would still play Motorfest. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count on it, man. They supported the crew too, including this year, like 6 years since the launch. I highly doubt Motorfest is going to get any different treatment. I mean, they're going to support it for years. Motorfest is going to be the thing for this dev. Daniel Hire says, I enjoyed Need for Speed Payback for a long time, and that was my favorite, but then I got into Need for Speed Heat and I changed my mind. Yeah, I think Need for Speed Heat will do that too. I think the one thing, dude, about Need for Speed Heat that I see put off a lot of players and people just quit is the cops. Like, I found them very difficult as a new player in that game, but then after playing for a little while, like, dude, I really enjoyed it. It was one of the things I really liked doing in Heat, was just like surviving at night.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but yeah.
He was great. The cops were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely, when you were first starting out playing or whatever, they were definitely like hard. It was not easy.
Yeah.
And then, you learn all the little tricks and stuff to kind of cheese it. But yeah, when if you're just playing, it does get pretty tough.
It is. The one thing that gets tough is that no matter what level you're on, you can definitely still get to Heat 5. And that, if you're in a super low level car, you are effed, dude. It's so hard to get away from the cops in like some low level car. If you get to Heat 4 or 5, even 3 at the beginning, it's super difficult.
Yeah. Yep.
I really enjoyed that. I thought the community really bashed the cops in Need for Speed Heat, but I thought it was really good. I thought it was designed well. It scaled really well. Heat 1 was sort of easy to get away from. Heat 2, you kind of had to think a little bit. Heat 3 was like, I might be in trouble a little. We got to figure this out. I mean, I'm talking about in the beginning, when you're in a low level car. And then by the time you hit Heat, you're looking at the meter and you're like, please God, don't hit Heat 4. I am absolutely screwed if this happens. I thought it was designed well.
Yeah. Thought it was great.
So
he was a really good Need for Speed.
Yeah, I agree. Need for Speed Fast says, do you think EA will make a new Need for Speed game for 2025 or a remaster of an old game? I want to say a new game, but I think EA really has a hard time turning down money.
Yeah.
And I think if they put out a remaster specifically of Most Wanted 05, they would kill it. They would absolutely kill it. I mean, everyone would buy it, including me, because I would want to play it and make a little content on it. But man, I really don't want that. I really would rather have a new game. Yeah.
This is the way with like everything now. Anything entertainment wise, it's all just like remakes of old stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Like let's get some new content out here, guys.
New ideas would be really nice. Crown Vic's definitely had Street Outlaws engines in Need for Speed Heat. Do y'all collect Hot Wheels or toy replicas of cars? It says Goofy. Goofy.
I have one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Wait, which Hot Wheel do you have?
A little Hakasuka.
Oh, that's so nice. I love it.
Yeah, dude, this thing's sick.
That's sick.
Chills on my monitor.
That's cool. I have a lot of Hot Wheels. It's not like a collection or anything like that. Like I don't even have them displayed. They're just sitting in a box. But my son loves Hot Wheels, and so we, you know, when we're at the dollar store or something like that, they have them at, you know, the Dollar Tree. When we're at the dollar store, we're just kind of walking through the aisles, and we'll stop and take a look at what Hot Wheels are in there. And if they're ones that like I remember that I like, maybe I don't have, it seems like it's, oh, this is a new one, I'll just pick it up. But when I get home and I find out, oh, it's a duplicate, I just give it to him. So he ends up getting like, you know, my memory's terrible. So he ends up getting like a bunch of different cars. He's got a whole collection of Hot Wheels cars that he plays with. He's got little Hot Wheels tracks. And I have a bunch of Hot Wheels that are just literally sitting in a box. So, no, I'm not like a collector. Like I'm not paying attention to which sets I have or any of that stuff. I do like the J imports. Like those are my favorite for sure. The ones that are like J import collection or whatever. I don't know the labels, dude. I'm definitely not into it.
I don't know anything about like Hot Wheels.
No, I'm definitely like not into it, but it's definitely fun to like see if there's any new ones at the store, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was like a really long way to answer that guy's question.
He's like, do you have Hot Wheels?
Yeah, let me tell you a 5-minute story about it. Chevy,
so
what?
Ever go to the Dollar Tree?
Chevy, what is up, sir? Take this
up,
like
Chevy?
and like. Man, what? Take this like and like it. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you. Chevy's always around.
Yeah. Chevy's a good guy. We've battled Chevy in grand races so many times. I can't. It's so funny.
There was a time, bro, where like every race, no matter what time of the day it was, whenever we would hop in a grand race, he was in our lobby.
Dude, every time. I don't know why that happened. We must be on like the same time zone or similar time zones, because it seems like we're always in the same lobby.
Yep.
And this was way before. I don't know. It felt like he was, you know, hanging out in the streams every once in a while, but like it just like happened every day for like a long time. We're just, man, Chevy is back, dude. There he is.
This guy's in all of our lobbies.
Yeah. I don't think, did we ever ask Chevy about his car? Because he must have a 34 Chevy with a 486 horsepower motor in it. I'm guessing it's the name of or it's a car that he wants. I'm guessing. I don't know. Did we ever ask him about that?
I don't think we did.
Chevy, what's with your car, dude?
What's with your name, man?
What's with your name, dude? Big Dummy for Life says only issue with heat cops is how much damage they do. They do a lot of damage. I don't know if that's a problem though. I think it adds to the fun for me anyway. KTM Expo GT2 so goof, bro. Oh good. Oh good. He said
it's goof, man.
Oh dude, that shit is goof, dude.
The Expo, it is really good though. It's a good car.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a good car. I've been using it a lot lately. But yeah, once you go into the dirt, it's a handful. I mean, it's not quite as bad as the Unicorn, I would say, but it's definitely a handful. It's not an easy car to drive in the dirt.
Yeah, are you getting GTA 6?
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know anybody who's not.
That's a better question. Are you not getting GTA 6?
Here's the thing though, is we're probably gonna have to wait a while to get it though.
Oh, a long while.
Yeah, because I'm not buying another new console. And the PC port's not gonna be for a while for it to come out on PC. So.
That's a big mistake in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's the only reason it's a mistake is because I feel like gaming is sort of moving towards PC as being the main platform. It just feels like it's getting more and more and more popular with a lot of different games, and and rightfully so. If people have the funds and the want to be on PC, then you know they should, because it's from a long time console player myself. It's a better experience on PC, just in general. It's better. Not anything real specific. I'm not gonna like go through the things. Everybody has their own way of arguing that, but I played console games since I was 5 or 4 or something like that, all the way up until let's see, when did I get my PC? In 20. Let's see, started the channel. We did Need for Speed 19, 20, probably in 2020. So I played console all the way up till about 2020. And then during 2020 is when I ended up getting a PC and started to make the switch. So that's a long time, man. From 91 to 2020, dude. That's like almost 30 years I was playing console games. And yeah, I just it's better. It's better. Yeah, I still have the consoles though. I mean, I still have the Xbox Series. I have the I have a PS5. So
yeah, I still have a last gen console. I have the Xbox Scorpio edition.
Yeah, but you don't need. What's the reason you would need a new one?
I'm saying
GTA.
I don't need. Yeah, GTA. But I'm not buying a freaking couple $100 console to play Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know, man. When that shit comes out, you know it's gonna come out around Christmas.
Yeah,
it's gonna come out. You're gonna start thinking about it. Consoles are gonna be $199 again. It might be worth it. I don't know. I still think we're 2 years off, dude.
Off of
GTA.
Off of what?
I don't think it's coming out when they say it's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know.
I think we're still quite a ways off.
Oh, Chevy answered, bro. Sorry, caught my eye.
What happened?
Chevy said that his last car was an '86 Monte SS 406 small block Chevy with 486 horsepower and a 300 shot of NOS.
Oh my god.
He raced a US 41.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
The 486 horsepower came from the old school desktop dyno software. Okay. Nice. Sandy, you said 30 years? Almost 30 years I was playing on console. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, I had a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, a GameCube, a Wii.
Literally everything.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then I got a 360, and that was that for fucking ever, dude.
Yeah. 360 was definitely the generation I was on the longest, for sure.
Yeah. Once you got a freaking Xbox 360, man, it was over.
Yeah, definitely. Biggs Gaming says, question, you guys like racing so much, how come y'all don't play Gran Turismo 7? I can't speak for you, but for me personally, I don't like anything that's too simulation. It's just not something I enjoy. I get bored so fast of track racers. Like I just can't. I'm locked into a certain space. I can't drive where I want. Everything is just way too realistic for my skill set. Like it's not. I don't know. Arcade games is where it's at for me. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I feel that. I have fun with like track racers and stuff like that. I think they're fun, but yeah, definitely not as fun as like an arcade, like these recent ones that we've been getting, like the open world arcade full.
Yeah,
it's a lot more fun to just be able to drive around, do whatever, than just load right into a track and do a bunch of laps, and then load right into a track and do a bunch of laps. And I don't know, I just have more fun in the arcadey stuff.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I'm not like the biggest like racing game fan. True. Like I enjoy playing them. I have a lot of fun playing them.
Yep.
But I prefer to play like FPS games. That's what I really like to play.
Right. Yeah, you're really good at them too.
Well, thank you.
Definitely better than me. There was a time way back when I was better. But I think that was because I was in my prime, right?
Yeah, you're primed up, dude.
I was primed up, dude. You weren't. I was primed up, and you were young.
I was young and on dial-up.
You were on the up-and-comer. You were the up-and-comer on dial-up internet, and I had cable, bro. And back in those days, I had cable, so that ping was spicy. I was sitting at like 50 ping all the time, dude. And back then, that was legit.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it was good. You passed me a long time ago though, in terms of shooters.
It was really funny, like, because I mean that was just the internet that I had, you know, like I had the bad internet, so just playing the game like this is just what the game was.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got like better internet,
You're like,
it was
whoa!
whoa!
I
Started
think
popping off like this is crazy,
dude. I think your KD jumped like 0.4 at least. Like if you were sitting at like a 0.6, 0.7, you went up to like 1.1 easily just because of your internet connection, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, this is what you guys see.
You're like, wait, I don't suck.
That's pretty good.
How long have you guys been friends? We did the math of a while ago.
That was a while ago. 17 years?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 17.
Yeah, we've been friends for a long time.
A super long time. And yes, Kill God, that's thank you for saying it. Shout out to Chevy for the tours he did on the Special Forces, man.
Yeah, for real. Thank you, man. Thank you for your service.
Let's see. Zeke says you were 53 in 05 tours. I don't know if that's the right math. I guess 05. No, 05 is 20 years ago, Zeke's. So I think he was 43. Or 40. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, math is hard to do while I'm reading. Everything is hard to do while I'm doing something else. You ever get that? I don't know. I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't multitatask at all, dude.
Yeah, my multitasking is so bad.
It's
like
terrible.
Yeah, especially like if somebody's talking to me and something else catches my eye and I start paying attention to something else, I don't hear a word you're saying. Like, I do not hear a word you were saying.
Dude, if I'm if I'm gaming, excuse me, if I'm gaming and anyone is around saying something, I literally can't hear it. Like even you guys in the Discord, sometimes I'll be playing and I'm concentrating, bro. I can't, my brain tunes it out. It doesn't even work anymore. My listening skills go out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, SRT Motive, we've known each other since, well, was I in high school? You were in middle school, I think.
Yeah, I was in, I think, 7th grade when I met your brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been in high school. Oh, wait. When you met who? Jesse?
Yeah, well, yeah, Jesse and then Jake, because I ended up going to school with Jake.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse.
No, I was out of high school. I was out.
Yeah, you were out of high school. I think Jesse was freshman. And then I was in 7th.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the origin story for the people that missed it?
Oh, yeah. We'll do it quickly.
Real quick rundown here.
Quick rundown.
Is actually a crazy, yeah.
It is.
What lore am I hearing now? This is how we met. This is actually crazy.
Yeah, so go ahead. You take it.
Okay. So I was just playing Modern Warfare 2 like normal, you know, just at home after school one day, just playing COD. And this person that was on my team in a random multiplayer lobby, we were just talking, messing with each other. Then after the game, you know, we invited each other to the party, and then we just kept playing the rest of the day. And then, you know, a few days go by or whatever, and turns out we lived like a block away from each other.
A block.
Like literally a block away from each other. He was this is Mike's younger brother.
Yeah, my younger brother. Yeah.
He was 2 years older than me, but his younger brother, which is 1 year younger than me, we went to the same school.
Yeah.
So then I started hanging out with his brother Jake at school, and we became good friends. And then I ended up meeting, you know, everybody else, and then we just been like long time friends forever.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, it is crazy. Literally met
online on Call of Duty. Yeah. Random multiplayer lobby.
Yep.
It's a weird thing. That's like, it's a weird like Destiny type thing. It's like,
Yeah,
if you don't believe in Destiny, it's okay, but it feels like that's a thing, you know? when you hear stories like that. Not to address Stacy's comment, she said, "You're terrible at multitasking. You should definitely stream while playing video games and read chat on a live podcast." This is true. this is true. I have decided to do something that I'm really bad at. Have y'all ever gotten hacked? I'm not really sure in what context you're talking about. I don't know what
context. And please don't.
Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, dude, remember that guy who in Sea of Thieves, he said that he had our IP addresses? What was that? What was that about, dude? Remember? God, I can't remember exactly what happened.
It was, yes, dude, we were freaking playing. It's always me, bro. Everybody would always send me like crazy death threats and crap on Sea of Thieves. But yeah, it was me and your cousin, dude. And I think we just stole these guys' treasure.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
We just stole their stuff off their ship, and we sunk their ship.
Okay.
Just, regular Sea of Thieves stuff.
Yeah, regular stuff.
And yeah, and this guy like sent me crazy messages on Xbox, like, "Oh, I got your IP address. I hope you don't like having internet, this and that. Like, oh, I'm gonna find out where you live." Like, dude, sending me insane
all this crazy stuff, right? And then we joined their Xbox party, right? We jumped into their party.
Yeah.
And the tune just completely changed.
Yeah, it was. They just wanted their stuff back.
Yeah. So
yeah,
funny.
He was going off on me
he threatened you. I have your IP address. Like, okay, what are you gonna do with it?
We joined their party, chat, and it was completely different than what they were saying.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, Sea of Thieves was a vibe for sure.
It was so fun.
It's definitely fun. It got boring for sure. The grind of it was a little bit too much for me, but I think the overall game was just so fun. Like the idea of sinking someone's ship. First of all, it is not an easy thing to do, to sink a ship.
No, it's not.
It's not super easy. Like if you're really good at the game, obviously it's no problem, but it's just like I don't know, it feels not easy, and you could very easily troll people. Like it is definitely like Troll City, dude.
Yeah, it is. It was had a ton of fun on Sea of Thieves.
Definitely.
Just for sure, the whole vibe though and everything. Just being out in the ocean and just just anything, dude. You do. Dude, it was literally like it was an awesome like sandbox type game. It was
definitely
so cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's still going. We got to jump back in it at some point just to mess around.
Yeah, there's probably been crazy updates. Who knows what's all there now?
Yep. I missed a comment earlier by Slums. He said, "Trigger, aside from the Volkswagen Golf fight card video you made, which one is better in your opinion, MK1 or MK7?" So, Slums, if you're talking about in Need for Speed Heat specifically, the MK1 is definitely better. But if you're talking about in real life, I like the MK7 over the MK1. Just personal opinion, and it's definitely a biased opinion because I own an MK7. So I definitely like that one better. I'm surprised Need for Speed didn't add a Honda Civic EG. I mean, they should. They have other Hondas in the game. They should add an EG for sure. Slumps are the same. No surprise. What is your favorite car? Says Goofy. What's your favorite car?
I have a couple, but I think one of my all-time like favorites that I would love to own and is pretty reasonable would be like a 95 NSX.
Yeah, that's fair. That's obtainable. That's not like you have to like hit the lottery or you have to like make it rich on something in order to afford. It's not an outlandish dream. That's very doable, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't know what just something about them. They just look so sick, dude. I love them.
I think you're also a Honda fan.
I am. I'm a Honda boy.
Honda boy over here, dude. Need for Speed Heat had a great story. Played it 3 times. Chevy, I unfortunately played it 3 times because my game lost all my save data, whichever way you say it. like twice I lost my entire save and had to start the game over. So unfortunately I played it 3 times as well, but in addition to that I was practicing speed running it, and so I ran the campaign a lot. A lot of practice. I got it down to I think I finished it on stream in like 1 hour and 5 minutes or something like that. Was it 1 hour or 2 hour and 5 minutes? Oh, that's 1 hour and 5 minutes. I think the speedrun record is like 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was it 2? I'm confusing it. I don't know. It's been a while.
remember. Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't
it's either
remember.
1
It
hour
was a
or
good
2
stream, though.
hours, and I can't remember, but I finished the campaign in like 2 hours. Or less than 2 hours for sure.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool speed run.
Elijah, I do not play Need for Speed Heat right now. I do not. Watch your videos and they help a lot. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Man, you know what's weird? Over the course of the last 2 weeks, we've been getting a lot of Need for Speed Heat comments. I mean, I've been going through them, and there is a lot of people that have just picked up that game. And I don't know if it went on a sale this Christmas or something, but damn.
Yeah, maybe it did.
It seems like there's a lot more people playing Heat as of the last few weeks. So shout out to all those guys, all the new players. I'm getting a lot of comments and questions about Heat in my DMs, you know, because all the Heat videos had that at the bottom, or I say the bottom. I think of my videos as a script. At the end of the video, I would mention basically every time that my DMs are open. I still say it sometimes now, which is still true. I'm still reading every single message that comes my way, but I was saying it in every video back then, and I think as people are now watching that content, which is, you know, 4 years old, they're still reaching out to me, and my DMs are like mostly Heat related. A lot of like, what's the best car for this, or, you know, what's the best muscle car, or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, it must have been on sale, but currently it's full price. It's still $70 game at the moment, but it probably did have like a holiday sale or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, if we're getting that many, you know, people.
Yeah.
Chevy said $7.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
That
Well,
would
it's back
explain
to full
it.
price. If you didn't get it, you missed out. It went from $7 to $70. So.
Jesus. Unbound was on sale. Unbail was on bound. Unbound was on sale for 85% off 2 days ago. That's wild.
Yeah, it's sick.
That is wild. And if anybody didn't play Unbound, it is definitely time to pick it up, because they did say they were going to be doing updates to the game this year. Well, they said they weren't done with it. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to buy it for 85% off, it's worth the buy. Shane Baker says on Dream Car is the Toyota GR86. That's obtainable as well, Shane.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yep, it's a nice looking car. I'm with you, SRT Motive. A 2006 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. I'm with you on that as well. I didn't answer the question, I don't think. I've said it a bunch of times on this channel, but Ferrari F40 is going to be my dream car. That's the one I want. And I will get it. I will get this at some point.
I will get these.
I'm going to get it. Droughty says, Trigger, were you aware that there is a mod for Unbound where you can get custom banners, and one of these custom banners is a photo of me screaming? I was not aware of this. No, but I would love to see it. If anybody has it, screenshot it, send it to me. It'd be funny.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool.
SOT says, I hate that in Heat, the fastest engine for muscle cars is a V6 from the Nissan Skyline R35. Such a shame. Dude, it's been so long. I have no clue what's fast in that game anymore. I mean, I kind of know. You know, obviously the top 5, I've got those memorized. But the engines? No way, dude. I have no clue. I literally couldn't even tell you what engines in the RS are. That's how long it's been and how terrible my memory is. Absolutely terrible. Well, the title of the stream, because we were so off topic, and we try to get back on topic at some point, and then we just go off the rails again. The title of the stream is Motorfest is winning, and what's next for Need for Speed, pizza or burgers. Motorfest is winning. This is my perspective on this. I feel like the community as a whole seems to be a little bit new to the Crew franchise. It feels like the whole community of Motorfest, well, a lot of the viewers are new to the game. They don't understand what the game is. They expected something different, or they expected, you know, something that the game is not. And that to me says that Motorfest did a great job with their marketing. They sold a lot of copies. They got a lot of people, a lot of hype around the game, and a lot of new faces coming to the Crew franchise who have probably never, or just never really got that far into the Crew 2. There's a lot of sensitivity in the community. A lot of people are upset about shortcuts and resets and game mechanics and cheating, and like it's a huge frustration for a lot of people over the last 2 weeks. And I have to say, I think the frustration is not good, but I do think it is a sign that there are a lot of Motorfest players that are brand new, and that's good for the franchise overall. And so congrats to them, I guess. But the sensitivity towards the game mechanics, I feel like, is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little too sensitive to me. The game has been designed in a way where shortcuts are 100% a thing that's intentional. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You basically, there's checkpoints so far apart in these races, and you can't say that they forgot or they unintentionally made the checkpoints far apart. They didn't. They put the checkpoints far apart because they want you, the player, to figure out the puzzle of what's the fastest way through this race.
And
the road.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the road is not a thing that limits you. That's basically what they're doing. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you can tell too, because certain checkpoints are in spots that make it so you can't, take a shortcut.
Correct.
So yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I just think there's a lot of new players, and a lot of people don't understand what the Crew is. But this is the way the game was designed way back when the Crew 2 came out. And even in the Crew 1, there's shortcuts. The game is designed around that. It's an arcade open world racing game with small, like, literally, here's a world. You have to get from this checkpoint to this checkpoint to this checkpoint. Go at it, dude. However you want to do it. And that's actually, to me, refreshing. And some people just think it's cheating, or they don't like that game mechanic. But it's okay if you don't like it. I'm not throwing, as the young kids would say, I'm not throwing shade at people who don't like that game mechanic. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's just not the game for you, because this is exactly what the Crew is. I mean, it's not cheating. It's not cheating.
Yeah.
Shortcuts are not cheating. In fact, we should probably stop calling them shortcuts. We should now refer to shortcuts as the fastest path. Honestly, it's the fastest path.
It is.
And that is how the game was designed.
And yeah, I've seen a bunch of comments in, recent videos too, that people are saying, they can't believe all the cuts and stuff in Motorfest. It wasn't like this in the Crew 2. And I'm just like, you didn't play the game. Play the Crew 2. Like, you actually didn't play the Crew. It was way worse than Motorfest.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of cuts and resets and everything that was in the Crew 2 is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Leon Unleashed almost jumped into this VC. It's hilarious.
Who goes there?
Anyway, I just think I'm not out to like piss people off with the summit guides. Obviously, that's not the intention behind those, and I think people are definitely frustrated with the way the game is designed, and it's okay. It is okay. You can be frustrated with it. It just maybe isn't your game, you know? And maybe it's just not it's just not the game that you thought it was. And I can see how that's disappointing. But that's just the game. It is what it is. So either you like it or you don't like it, and either way it's fine with me. I'm just trying to help people get faster. That's it.
Yeah.
So, and Mr. T says shortcuts are fine, resets are not so great. And I get that perspective 100%. And honestly, if all of the resets were taken out of the game tomorrow, I wouldn't bat an eye. I don't care. I honestly don't care. They could be there or not be there. It's just about what's the fastest path through this race. I'm gonna try to give that information to the player base so that everybody's informed, and we can all let skill be the thing that separates us. But if the players are not informed, which I feel like is our job here as a channel that covers the game, our job is to inform the player base of the things that we figure out about the game. And part of that is figuring out the resets, because that's the faster way to go through the race. It's not about supporting cheating or, you know, supporting exploits or any of this stuff. Like, it's not a thing. When the car exploit thing came out, when people were switching their cars on summits, and that was a big deal for like a day and a half, right? I absolutely considered making a video on it, and then I decided not to. Because that is an exploit that I don't want to support, and I don't want to show people how to do. I just think it's not a good thing for the game. Resets, on the other hand, have been a part of the crew's DNA for a long time, and it's a game mechanic that can be used to go faster. It's not like intentionally using an exploit to use a different car when that car is completely, you know, it's a required car on a summit event. The game is telling you cannot do this, and you have figured out a way to go around it. The game's not telling you anything about resets. The game says if you reset your car, we're going to put you on the track. And there's certain rules around that, meaning, you know, like a formula behind the scenes that says if you reset here, we put you here. If you reset here, we put you here. And so the players figured out where they're going to put you after you reset. That's it.
Yeah. Yep. And
Anyway.
people do blow the reset stuff out of proportion too.
Way
Like,
out of
these guys are like, you're not going around resetting every single corner. Like, per grand race, like maximum maybe five, if that.
Yeah.
Max in one grand race, there'd be maybe 5 corners that you can reset where it's actually going to give you any sort of advantage or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, if you're resetting every single corner, you're doing nothing but losing speed.
100%.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. Eli? Oh, Eli versus the people. Oh, sorry, the V and the S were confusing me. Eli versus the people says, how do you turn reset to back on track? So basically you go into your difficulty settings and turn off rewind. That's the only thing you have to do. Still cheese, but interesting. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely cheesy. 100% it's cheesy. Like, definitely. That's why I said it is cheesy. That's why if it's not in the game tomorrow, I wouldn't care. The only thing I care about is figuring out the fastest path through a race, because that's the puzzle that IVT has designed for us with each of these paths, with each of these races. They have given us a puzzle, and I like that. I like that it's not just a race around a track that has walls up and you have to just drive good, because just driving good is also a problem, or also a thing you have to solve while racing. I like that there's another element, that there's a puzzle on top of that. And not everybody likes that, and that's okay. It's totally fine with me.
Driver says that he noticed players aren't using resets so much as is frowned upon by most players. And I've noticed that too. I know a few other people that we play with that have stopped using resets in grand races.
Yep.
And I think it's just to kind of prove the point. Like, they're not using them because they suck.
Because they need them.
Because they're faster. Right. And the people that stopped using them, guess what? they're still winning.
They're still winning.
They're still winning. So yeah, people cry, oh, you take resets because you can't take a corner. You don't know how to drive. It's a skill issue, so you have to reset your car.
Right.
That's not the case at all. They figured out that you resetting specific corners makes you go faster.
Yes.
It's not that they don't have the skill to take a corner. So there's been a bunch of people that have stopped using them just to kind of like
prove a point.
Prove the point, and also make everybody stop crying about it.
Yeah, I've certainly cut down my reset usage. I will use it if I'm trailing somebody and my goal is to stay with them and they reset. I will also reset just to make sure I stay in slip. But if but my plan going into every corner is to not reset anymore. And but in grand races specifically. Now in summits it's a totally different thing because it's all about time, and so you have to save as much time as you can, doing everything possible to get your best time. So that's a totally different story. But in the grand races, I certainly have cut down the number of resets that I'm doing.
Yeah, me too.
Joey says resetting in a grand race is necessary if you crash, but they could definitely be removed from the summit because you have the ability to pause and start over. That's true. We don't really need resets in summits at all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody, here's the thing. I can't say nobody. I would say the majority of players probably, if they crash in a summit event, they're restarting anyway. Because you know if you crash, it's like your time is effed, bro. It's rare that you would like rewind back on, like, oh, sorry, I messed up, let me rewind real quick. Like, no, because your time is screwed either way, dude. You might as well just restart it
anyways.
Yeah. Yep. So I totally agree. They could completely remove that mechanic from summits, and I think it would be fine. If you crash in TC2, it's actually over. Cobbs, I would agree with you in most cases, but did you guys watch that MC12 or not MC12, the 12C video that we put out? Oh my god, dude. The beginning of that race was wild.
Yeah, it is so funny.
Absolutely wild. And then I ended up, I think, in second or third place. I can't remember. Yeah, you lose 5 to 10 seconds resetting and rewinding. Exactly. You're literally better off restarting the race than rewinding or resetting. I mean, unless you're resetting on a specific corner to get an advantage. That's different, obviously. But yeah, if they took it out, it'd be fine. I'm fine with it. The thing is, I'm fine with any change they want to make. If they, the only thing, actually, I'll take that back. If they want to take the ability for us to actually like carve our own path by making shortcuts and finding things like that, that I kind of have an issue with, because I feel like that's part of the charm of the game. I feel like it gives you something different every time you race. You're trying to figure out something new with this course, you know? Even the courses that we've done over and over and over again, we're trying to figure out new ways to do it. Like, oh, can I jump this rock right here to make it, you know, make it faster and I don't have to take this corner? Like, there's all these little tiny little puzzles, and if they remove that, I'd kind of have a problem with it. But resets, because they're fair, because they're literally everybody can do it, I don't mind if it gets removed, because it will be removed for everybody and it'll still be just as fair. So everybody will not be able to do resets anymore, and that's okay with me too.
Yep, like we mentioned, the only reason people are taking them is because it'll get you a faster time.
Exactly. Mr. C says pineapple is okay on pizza too.
Nice.
I agree.
Thanks, Mr. T.
Yeah, he's confirmed it for me.
Someone's got our back.
Yeah, dude. Man, let's see. Driver says he watched the start of the 12C race 3 times, dude. It's so funny. I literally surfed on top of the entire field. That was wild.
Yeah.
Zodiac says no one knows how to lose anymore. It's losing is pretty tough, to be honest with you. A lot of people do have an issue with losing, and I think it's very easy, and it's very easy to lose and then point to something that's maybe not your fault as a way to, you know, justify the loss. Ayo, Simji just raided us. What's up, dude?
Simji.
Thank you so much, Simji, and everyone who is watching. Simji, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, Simji.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Drowdy put the banner in my DMs. Okay, hold on. I gotta look at this. This apparently there's a banner of me on Need for Speed. There's a mod, excuse me, that where you can put a custom banner on Need for Speed Unbound, and one of them is me. Let me see. It says +5 healing, +10 healing, +10 damage. This is hilarious. +10 damage will ban you if you say multiple times that Unbound sucks. This is great. I need to.
Can you put it on the screen?
Yeah, I need to put this on the screen. Hold on.
I gotta take a peek at this.
How do I move this? Damn. Let me save this. This is pretty funny actually. It's basically
oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's basically everything that. Wait, let me make it small. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put it over your face for a moment. Here we go.
What the hell?
This is great. Dude, it's like almost like a Pokemon card or something.
Yeah, it is.
It says MGC Discord moderator. +5 healing, loves corporate greed, +10 healing, delusional vision, +10 damage, triggered kick. What's this one play? +5 damage will be triggered if you say Unbound is bad. +10 damage will ban you if you say multiple times that Unbound is bad or Unbound sucks. That's silly, dude. I love that someone took the time to make that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's funny. That's I'm gonna make that my profile pic on Discord maybe. I love it. Anyway. The Drowdy says I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Tonight, dude, to switch the subjects a little bit, tonight I cannot, it's so hard for me to talk about food tonight because I'm hungry. I'm legit hungry, dude. I wish I had I wish I had a pizza right now with some pineapple and jalapeno on it.
Yeah, I didn't have any dinner yet, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, me neither. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't have anything. Anyway.
I don't know. Thank you, SimG.
Yeah, appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, I got the lights set up.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. He's talking about your lighting.
Yeah.
Slum says, bro, how much do you want for that card? I'll pay you. Imagine, dude, we make our own little Pokemon cards. That's funny. Faye says, dip that pizza on milk. What? Why? That sounds terrible, dude. The FGC over here. Food gaming community. One of the streams we should order takeout. Dude, that'd be so great. I'm gonna order a pizza. That's for sure what I'm gonna do. Not right now, obviously, but one of the streams we should have a pizza stream. Be kind of cool. I'd eat pizza on the stream.
You guys want to have a pizza party?
Dude, we should have a pizza party. Imagine, would you guys have a pizza party with me if I planned it? I'll put it in the community, a community post. We should have we should have a pizza party on stream.
And we'll make a little Discord channel and people can post their pictures of their pizzas.
Yeah, you guys post pictures of your pizzas in the Discord channel, and then we'll share it here on the podcast. We should have a pizza party.
We should do a pizza party.
I'm so down. Do we all just Zoom call eating pizza? Oh my god. Pineapple pizza, I'm down. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. All this pizza talk's for sure getting me hungry. More hungry. Anyways, I feel like I have to clear something up because I'm getting a lot of comments about it. So if anybody's in the chat who maybe is mistaken, I don't use wheel mode. I do have a wheel. I've never plugged it into this game, but I don't use wheel mode. And I don't really plan to ever, just honestly because of your experience. When you told me about your experience,
Yeah.
I did not want to ruin my gaming experience to try to get faster, because the reality is I'm not skilled enough to compete at the highest levels.
Same.
I am good. I'm above average, I would say. You are too. But we are certainly not in the top 20. I mean, that's and that's probably understating it. We're probably not in the top 100, I would say. And so because of that, I don't stand a chance competing for world records. And I don't stand a chance competing for the top spot in the summits. And so because of that, just don't see the point for myself to be using it. You know, I have a lot of fun with the game. I enjoy the way the game plays now, and I don't want to ruin my experience. So I don't know. I'm over it. I don't need to play it. I mean, I don't need to use it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I'm not competitive enough in the game to really want to use it. I did try it though, just to see what it was all about, you know?
See what the fuss is about.
See what all the fuss was. And yeah, I don't know. It wasn't for me. And it's not like I was bad using it.
Right.
I got the hang of it fairly quickly, and I was running faster times than I was without it. But I didn't feel like there was a need to use it.
Yeah.
It made the game feel worse, in my opinion. It felt a lot worse. And yeah, I don't know. I wasn't I did a couple grand races with some fast people in it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm still at like the same gap as I was before. So yeah, I don't know.
Not using wheel mode and being accused of it. Yeah, there's been a lot of that. A lot of accusations
many
about
people
me.
Think you're using wheel mode.
Yeah, about me, about Simji, about other players that don't use it or being accused of it. But honestly, I don't want to like put any weight behind those accusations, because it really wouldn't matter. If Simji was using it, I wouldn't care. You know, I mean, I don't have anything against people who use it. That's the only thing.
Yeah. So it is wild to me how many people like accuse you of using wheel mode, and it's like they're like, oh, I used to think you were just good at the game, but now I can see that you're on wheel mode. Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand
what makes you think that he's using wheel mode?
Right.
And also, he gains nothing from using it. He's literally making guides for people that need guides on
right exactly. You know that's the point.
Like, yeah,
I can't. That's the thing I think that people don't think about when they make that accusation. When they go, oh, he's just using wheel mode. I just think that they're not thinking clearly, dude. Like, if I were using wheel mode, it would make all of my guides completely irrelevant. It means that the people that are watching can't do the exact same thing that I'm showing them in the guide, and therefore the guide is not any good. So it just doesn't make sense. But we can get the trick to get no traffic.
Dude,
I'm tired of that comment too.
God, I replied to someone earlier, dude. Like, it made me so mad. Like, sorry if you're a fan or not, dude, but Jesus Christ, man. Everybody asks about the no traffic in the slipstreams.
Yeah, we need to.
How do you get no traffic in slipstreams? Everybody's posting their runs with no traffics on slipstreams.
Yeah,
and
there's a simple explanation.
Yeah, to anybody that I've ever talked to, it seems to be some sort of a player syncing issue. We're trying to sync the players in the lobby together, and it causes the traffic to go out.
Yes,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just to add to that, there is a very simple explanation as to why that's what you see on these YouTube channels and these people's fast runs. It's because without the traffic, you can go faster. That's the reason, dude. That's why you see it, because that's the best run, and we're not putting out the not best run just so that we can put traffic in the run. Like, it doesn't make sense. We're recording the one that we go the farthest. That's the one you're gonna see.
Yeah, it's insane. Somebody commented saying that they think that content creators have special settings that allow them to turn off traffic.
Yep. That's
And
wild.
so my response was just like, okay, so content creators get special settings that nobody else can get.
Why?
That makes more sense than it being a bug.
A
All
bug,
right, I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I
That
don't
is
know, dude.
more reasonable.
That's more reasonable than it just being a bug.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's another thing too, is like, if you haven't experienced it and other people have, it's a bug, right? Because like it's not supposed to happen.
Right.
It makes more sense that not everybody is getting this thing
Exactly.
because it's not supposed to happen.
Exactly.
I don't know. It just drives me crazy.
It's a weird one. The no traffic thing is a weird one. I get the people who are asking about it. I understand that. People said that we've had some
Right.
fair comments that are like, "Hey, how did you get no traffic?" That's different. That's different than coming up with some random explanation that doesn't make any sense.
Can you hit up your contact, dude? I want these settings, bro. Like, what the hell, man?
Can you please tell me? No, it's honestly it's completely random, and the reality is, guys like me run that event over and over and over and over again until I get a good run, because I'm making a video and everybody is going to see it. I'm not putting a bad run in the video. Like that, it's literally me running it so many times until I get it. And sometimes I get it on the 4th run. Sometimes it's on the 50th run. And it's like last night, dude, I was so frustrated with that escape last night. It was crazy. It literally made me go to bed like an hour and a half, 2 hours later than I wanted to, because we just were grinding that escape and I could not get it down and get a good clip of it. It was wild. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Simji, I was tilted last night, 100%.
He was so mad.
I was really mad, dude.
He was acting like me doing escapes, bro.
It was frustrating, which is so funny because that's the video that we got that comment on. It's like, oh, where's the traffic? It's like, dude, if you only knew what I went through until I got that run, it's wild.
Yeah. Insane.
No. 1 to 10, how do we rate this summit?
It's true, Simji.
I would say a 6. What do you think?
6?
Yeah.
I'm trying to even remember what the summit was. I think some of the races in it were pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 6 is a fair score for it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got an escape we literally just had on last week's summit.
That's horrible.
Which sucked.
It's horrible.
But yeah, I don't know. The cars, we didn't have to use like too terrible of cars. I don't know. Yeah, I think a 6 is good.
Yeah. Overall, I think the tracks did well to match the cars that we were using. I think the events themselves are fun. I think the shortcuts are fun. I actually enjoy that one that has a whole bunch of shortcuts. I think it's funny. And I think it's fun to go through all that stuff, all the off-road stuff. And in hypercars particularly, you can go really fast off-road. So that was fun. I just don't like the repeat stuff. I guess at some point, and probably soon, we're going to have to stop complaining about repeating events, because this is week 19 now. There's been, I think, 18 summits. The first week there wasn't. Well, I guess there was, but the first week the summit started on the next week, or the week 2 basically. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's been 18 summits, so eventually there is no option to not repeat an event, right? But I don't feel like we've had every single event in the summits. I mean, obviously remove the boats and the planes, like those events. Please don't ever put those in the summit. But I don't feel like we've had all of the off-road events. I don't feel like we've had many of the drift events in there, which, by the way, next week is drift. And we've repeated a ton of feats, dude. The escapes and the whatever, the slaloms and there's just been so many of them that's been the same. I just feel like it's just annoying to me. At some point we have to stop complaining, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Feels like there's enough content in the game to where we should not have repeated the same events as many times as we have.
Yeah, agreed. Vincent Nash brings up a good point here, or a good question. He says, how do you feel about the summits having cars that aren't available for most people until the day the summit is live? And he's probably referring to the M600,
Noble.
the Noble. I don't know, man. I feel like, let me think about this for a second. I feel like it is a little bit different than in, like, let's say the Crew 2, the summit has required cars for certain events, because most of the time, if not all of the time, those cars are available in the store. You can just go in and buy those cars if you want to get used to them. And that's not the case with these Nobles. This was a very unique week where you couldn't buy it. You had to go to the Crew 2 and get that car if you wanted to drive it before the summit. However, I think, and I could be wrong, I think most players in the Crew 2 wait until the day the summit goes live to buy the bundle, because it's cheaper. And they don't have to grind the full money. At least that's what I do. So yeah. So I don't know, Vince. That's a tough one. He says the next week is the same thing. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Lancer GR, whatever it is locked. That's right. It is a Crew 2 exclusive. The Evo 6 Drift Edition is going to be on this summit, and it is locked. Like, you have to buy it in the Crew 2, basically.
Dustin says working on drifting for next week. What's the best set bonus? I think it would have to be Nitro Chemist, right?
Yeah, Nitro for sure.
And then you don't want to use the same Nitro affixes like Pure and Extra Pump.
No.
I think you want oh god, what is it? Slippery?
It's Hothead and Slippery.
Hothead and Slippery.
Yeah. So
is your affixes you want on those.
Yeah, that's the set bonus you want. But Dustin, that's specifically for drifting. So, like, I don't imagine a lot of these events are actually going to be drift events. I think we might have one or two that are actually drift trials where you have to score by drifting, and then the rest of them are going to be drift races. So don't be too prepared for drifting necessarily, but be prepared for drift racing.
Maybe wait to affix until you see the events.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, they are drift racing, then you probably do want to go with the Pure and Extra Pump.
That's exactly what I would do. I bet one Gymkhana point race. That is true. We could have a Gymkhana one. Since it is...
Didn't even think about the Gymkhana stuff, to be honest.
I know. Since that modifier was added, I've only played with it during that playlist, and I haven't done anything else with that.
You know, there might be some of like the Gymkhana like events like from the new playlist in this one.
I agree with you. Which, by the way, you don't have to Gymkhana points. You don't have to do anything with the points on most of those. Bonus. Yes, it's a money bonus. Now that they could change that where the points would matter, but
yeah, the Gymkhana score points, but in those events it's still like a drift score point. What do you call it? You have to reach the drift score to beat it.
That's true. In season 3, they will bring a new container. You mean like a new playlist? I'm guessing that's what he's meaning. A new playlist container.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what they're doing. Like each season, it feels like they're going to be adding a new playlist.
Yep. I think so too.
I mean, don't know till it happens, but I would assume so.
Yeah. Me too. I think and I think that's an okay timeline, to be honest with you. A playlist for every season I think is okay. I will say though that the playlist gets played in about 30 minutes to an hour max, and then you're done with it, and then you just move on to anything else, like literally everything else.
Yeah, it's true.
So I know people would love more playlists, but it takes a lot of resources to build a playlist, particularly like this Hoonigan one. Think about all of the filming they did with Scotto and the guys at Hoonigan, and all of the behind the scenes stuff that has to happen in order to just give us 30 minutes of playing time. It's wild, dude, to think about how much work goes into that.
And just the work of like the events alone, like adding not just the Hoonigan Island, but then they had to add the stunt thing with the stunt assist they had to implement into it.
Yep.
And then yeah, it's crazy.
They added. I mean, it's wild to think about how much work that is. For 30 minutes of our enjoyment.
Yep.
It's crazy. Someone asked something about Unbound earlier. I read it and then I didn't actually talk about it. Hold on. Someone said, oh, dang it. Cleared my chat. Let's go back up. Someone said, where did I see this? Someone asked something about Unbound. Oh, it was someone saying, do you think Unbound is going to get another update? Yes, I do. I do think Unbound will get another update. They'll probably get multiple updates, and I think they're probably going to be smaller. I don't think you'll see a big update. I think we'll definitely get probably another speed pass, is my guess. Maybe some more DLC cars, and probably a host of small changes to the game. You know, like the one they did recently, where they got rid of the, they gave the player the option to get rid of the cartoon, the smoke or the effects. They gave us the option to do that. And you know, probably some small changes like that. That's my guess. What's the minimum score for Plat this week in TCM? Well, I mean, Troy, as you probably already know, it's based on what the community does. But as a general rule of thumb, 1.2 million is usually safe. This week, for sure, it's safe because I think I'm at 1.218 and I'm like top 100. I think I was ranked 65 today, as of today. So 1.2 is certainly not what you need this time. I think it's going to be probably 1 million and change. Maybe something just under 1.1 is my guess. I think you should, for this week, you should shoot for 100,000 on each event. And by doing that, you'll hit 1.1. So yeah, Simji says 1.2 is always safe for the summits we have done so far. Yeah, every summit is 1.2. American Savage says, have you heard of Ghoulie Kit joysticks? They have no drift, and I've been playing with them and I'm turning faster, but it might be a placebo effect. Wanted to know what you think about it. I've never played with them.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Sounds cool though. No drift.
What does it mean by no drift? What does that mean?
I don't know, like maybe no stick drift.
That's what I thought, yeah. But I don't know how that would equate to.
Is it like its own controller, or is it just the sticks? I don't know anything. I've never heard of a goalie kit. Let's see. Nothing like a quick little Google.
Yeah, just throw up a little Google. Two Guns says, dang, I just woke up, passed out way too early. What's good? What is up, Two Guns?
Goalie kit. Oh, it's a controller. It's a whole new.
It's a whole controller.
Yeah. Takes the Xbox controller shape, which is nice.
Nice. Very nice.
All effect joysticks and triggers. Precision joystick at level 2200 allows for more delicate micro control.
Okay. So it's just a better constructed joystick is what Leon is saying. So you have better control of what you're actually, of your input. You have better control. It's not changing anything technically behind it. It's just your physical control is better.
Yeah, it's kind of like an elite controller or like a scuff controller type deal is what it's looking like. It's got paddles on the back, adjustable trigger sensitivity. Yeah, it's just like a little third-party, little aftermarket controller.
Yeah. They better get their licensing straight so that Xbox players can use them.
Yeah. I should actually look into that and see when that is going through, or if it went through.
Oh, the fact that peripherals now have to be licensed, or not licensed, but approved by Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Vincent Nash says, I have a DualSense Edge controller that you can set a dead zone and stick sensitivity. I have noticed using a custom layout is a little better. It's interesting, actually. Leon says, it's helping with a driver mod, but nothing too game-changing.
Apparently, Microsoft has announced that it will block unauthorized third-party accessories from being used with Xbox consoles, and it started on November 12th.
Okay, so it's already
2023.
So it's already in effect.
Implemented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've probably been in contact with the manufacturers of all these things,
Yeah.
like way earlier, probably a year ago,
Mhm.
and that they've finally implemented it now, which is interesting. I think honestly, kudos to them. They're trying to make the playing field level. Unfortunately, people will always find a way around it. I'm sure there's going to be something you can plug into your console that that allows you to use whatever peripheral you want.
Yeah, I think it was originally supposed to help with the what are those, like the Cronus or whatever.
Yeah.
That everybody was using, which is basically, to my knowledge, cheats that run through your controller, so it's like undetectable.
Yep.
Xbox blocked my Zim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zim is another. I'm not familiar with what Zim does.
Yeah.
Is Zim what allows you to play mouse and keyboard on console?
Cloudboy says, "What is Motorfest winning? If you don't mind me asking." It's just a perspective that I have based on the fact that there's a lot of new players that have never played a crew game before, and I think that's positive for the game. I just think Motorfest definitely is successful financially. They sold a lot of copies, I believe. That's my perspective, my opinion, I guess. Leon says, use a Cronus Zen to use my Xbox controller on my PS5. Gotcha.
Now, with the Zens or Cronuses or whatever, I don't even, are they the same thing? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Those run like scripts though, right? Like you can run like a zero recoil or like a stronger aim assist or something like that through it, can't you? Isn't that like what like the big issue was with them?
I don't know. Same company, and yeah, you can.
Okay. Yes, but Cronus is better. Okay. So yeah, so you can use them to straight up like run cheats.
Gotcha. Do I run the wheel on Motorfest? I do not, but I do want to give it a try. I think coming up in the next couple of weeks, I want to try a wheel. I'm not a wheel player. I've never been. I've played a little bit in Need for Speed, and that's it. I'm not a sim player. I don't play sims, so this is going to be a complete learning curve for me. It's going to be an all new experience.
I think it'll be fun though, dude.
Oh
Just
yeah,
get used to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't know if my shoulders are ready for the workout though.
Just adjust your rotation settings and stuff, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Down
to 180.
Yeah, 180 degrees of rotation. With the linearity and everything down, dude.
Yeah, Vincent. No, I don't think it has Wait, what's haptic feedback as opposed to
forced
feedback? I have the wheel I have is the G9. I don't know what it is. It's the G932. It's the upgraded 923 or whatever. It's like the newest 923. Yeah, force feedback. It does. Yeah, it's the Logitech one. It's the newest Logitech one that works for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. It works for everything. So it's whatever the newest one was. Or wait, maybe it's just that model will work for all of them, but the one I got works for PC and Xbox. Anyway, it's a very nice wheel. I mean, it feels really good. The only complaint I have is the pedals are way too firm. Like way too, dude, the brake pedal is crazy.
You don't have, there's no like adjustability with it?
Mm-mm.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there would be some sort of little adjustment you can make, like with the screw or something.
You would think, but it's very firm. I went searching on the internets to figure out if there were any adjustments, and a lot of people complain about how stiff they were. But what happens, I guess, over time they soften, and so it comes factory very stiff, and it's supposed to be the way that it simulates, you know, how it feels like in a real car. Basically, it's more realistic to have a stiff pedal like that.
Yeah.
That being said, the clutch actually feels fine. Like, I don't have any issues with the clutch pedal, but the issue is that my chair is on a hard surface, like the floor is like, you know, hardwood or whatever, and so and it's not a seat. I'm not in a seat. It's like a stand that my wheel and the pedals attach to, and I just pull my chair up to it. So when I press the brake, I have to hold the steering wheel and press the brake and pull myself forward. Otherwise, my chair will just roll backwards because of how hard the pedals are. So
yeah,
that's frustrating to me.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's really frustrating to me.
Steven, do you make vids as well? No, I have made videos. I have a few on this channel. I had a Valorant channel that I ran for a little bit, making some Valorant content, but I have not made videos like for me in a while. I do edit all the videos on this channel though.
Yes.
If you guys did not know.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, Steven here is the editor for Militia Gaming Community.
So yeah, technically yes, I do make videos as well.
You do.
Not for me.
Spitting Bullets, I appreciate that suggestion. I will try that. I will take it off and see if I can't make some adjustments. But yeah, it sucks, dude. The chair just rolls back and I have to hold myself against it. I almost bought these little cups that the chair wheels can sit in. You can buy these little rubber cups that you put your chair on top of that, and then it can't move. It basically just, you know, stops the wheels from rolling. It's like little I don't know. We call in the warehouse world, we call them chocks. So you chalk the wheels. And
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Shocks.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it the warehouse world. I'm sure everybody calls it that, but that's where I learned it from, is from working in warehouses. But anyway. Yeah, chair stoppers. Yeah, basically. Steven is the guy in the chair. What does this mean?
Yep. That's me.
Two Gun says there's a piece of really hard rubber in the pedal. You can just remove it and it'll feel better. I'm sure that's probably what Spittin' Bullets was talking about. Anyway, that's probably the one complaint I have about it. And I've only used it a couple of times. I do want to get back to using it. I think it'd be it's definitely gonna be fun to try. We've been in sort of a groove with content lately, so it's kind of you know, it feels like it's time to start playing around with some of that stuff. He's the guy that prefers the RB18 in the Grand Meta video. Definitely was. I feel like we're both on RB14 now, aren't we?
Yeah, the RB14.
Yeah.
But yeah, the RB18 was, you're talking about, like, I think that might have been the first one.
Yeah.
You were all about the
The IVT.
The Mark II.
Or no, yeah, the Mark II.
The Mark II, and I was preferring the RB18.
Yep.
And then I think Simji put us both on the RB14.
He did. It was a good suggestion.
Yeah, I've been enjoying using that one.
Although, to be honest with you, a lot of those cars feel very similar in terms of their overall capabilities. But the RB14 seems to be the best all-around car. I haven't done any real testing. Like, we haven't taken these on a closed course and tested them. It's just the way it feels in the grand races. It feels like it. The one thing that I like, I'll be honest, because Donzilla just asked, why is the RB14 good anyway? The one thing that I like about the RB14 is the length of gear 1. So when you start in that car, it's got a really long first gear. So you actually don't spin in that first gear. You can actually just accelerate and shift in an appropriate time. Then second, third, and fourth are really short. Fifth is really short. 6 and 7 is long. So you have, I think the gearing is set up perfectly for grand races. That's my favorite part.
It turns in really good too.
It does.
It turns in really good. It keeps speed going around like high speed corners really good. And even in the tighter hairpins, you can get on the throttle a lot earlier in the corner.
Way early.
And it doesn't kick out the back end.
Yes.
I don't know. It just feels a lot better to drive than the other ones.
Yeah, it does. I don't think it has more pace. It's more top speed than the others driver. I think the IVT 07 is going to be your choice. I believe. I have not done enough testing, so please don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the IVT 07 has the better pace overall, like top speed, but the RB14 to me feels like it handles a little bit better. So
yeah, and the one that we're using is not the regular one.
Yes.
Disruption Edition.
Sorry. It is the Disruption Edition. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. The RB14 Disruption Edition. I
haven't used the regular RB14, so I don't know if it handles the exact same. It's just a livery difference or not, but the Disruption Edition is the one that we've been using.
Yes. Yeah, Josh says, which has the highest top speed? IVT did well for me in the Escape. Yeah, I think the IVT is better, I believe. You guys will see it in the next Grand Race video. I've been planning the next Grand Race video because it is a new month, and there's been quite a bunch of additions this month to the meta, to the conversation, I should say, not necessarily to the exact meta, but.
Unsilla said, I don't know, if Trigger didn't murder me yesterday in the Grand, me and the Ivory would have left y'all in the dust.
Dude, I tried. I don't even know what happened there.
That's funny.
I'm going to say it was an accident. Can you make a tune for the Dodge Viper race car? I definitely can. That is the... Let me see. And where's it at? Oh, here it is. Dodge. Wait, is it under Dodge or under Viper?
Yeah, it's probably under SRT.
Nope, I don't see that one either. Under Dodge, I see RT Hemi. I see SRT 8, SRT 8 392. Hold on, let me go up. Things seem to be a little out of sorts here. Everything is.
I see it in there. It's 2025.
It is?
You're on the leaderboard sheet?
Yeah, I'm trying to just sort it because it seems like. There we go.
Yeah, it should be number 25. And you have a tune for it.
Oh, I do have a tune for it. The Dodge Viper racing car. I do have a tune for the Dodge Viper already. And it is on the app, so you guys can go check that out if you want. It is there.
Go to militiagamingco.com and then click on Motorfest Motorfest Pro Settings, I think, and then it'll open up like a web app for you, and it's super easy. You just enter the category and what car you're looking for, and it'll pop up the tune for it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I have to do the HTTP or something. I'm putting it in chat. See if this works. Is that a clickable link? Oh my god,
Yes.
Is it clickable? Okay.
It's clickable for me.
Okay.
So yeah, if you click that link, it'll pull up a little web app. You select the category you want, and then it'll have the full list of cars that he has tunes for.
Is the Crew 3 just Motorfest? Yeah, definitely. I don't think the Crew 3 is an actual thing. I think it's just Motorfest. All right, Slums, take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Bear wants to know a favorite car. Favorite car ever is going to be the Ferrari F40. I want one so bad. When are you gonna make the next meta Grand Race Cars video? So I'm planning it now. That's what I was saying. I'm planning it now. There's been lots of changes. I'm looking at my list here. There has been lots of changes, so I'll probably do one by the end of the month, just to make sure I've got everything situated. The only category that I don't see a lot changing this month was Street 1. Street 1 looks basically the same as it did in December from what I can see. So, which is like RS2 Avant, you know, Ford Focus, RS3 basically.
And the Alpha GP builds have none. Have you tuned any of your Alpha GP cars?
I have not.
Nope.
I have not. I've not done any tuning on the AGPs. The AGP, to me, most of those cars handle fine. Now, can you improve it? Maybe. But I haven't done any testing there. None at all. And when I do the testing, I will for sure make videos on it.
Yeah.
The ZR1 is meta, for the love of Lord. The ZR1 in Street 2, Donzilla?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'd agree. I think it's up there in meta.
It's definitely up there. I have it right now. I've got it in the top of meta, in the best category. But Street 2 got some shakeups. Hypercar really got shaken up quite a bit. Quite a bit. I'll give you, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but I'll tell you that I dropped 3 cars out of the hypercar meta, and I'm adding 3 new ones, and I've got 2 that have been demoted.
Oh my god.
In addition to the 3 that were just completely dropped from the list. So yeah, hypercar has a lot of changes. Motocross actually as well. So yeah, anyway, the Grand Race vid, I'll have it out by the end of the month probably, but I'm working on it now. There's a couple things I just want to test a little bit more of. Which mini y'all been using for rally? There's 2 I see. Both minis are good, 2 guns. The Countryman is, for Grand Races, the Countryman is probably a little bit better. The regular mini though, I think is like slightly faster on like a true rally course with no one else on the course. At least that's what my testing was proving. Now the Countryman though is probably better for grand racing in my opinion.
Yeah, those crazy like rough off-road routes that you get sometimes in the rally class, the Countryman takes them really well.
Really well. Yep. Let's see. Drewy says, I'd love it if I could find the right tune for the Charger RT Hemi Masked Edition. It's kind of like the demo derby car, but Street 1. Unsure if Masked Edition is viable for others. I can tell you right now. It's in Street 1. The Chevy... What did he say? Oh, the Charger RT Hemi. Masked Edition. I've got it viable for everybody. I don't have it as an exclusive written down. It could be an exclusive, but as far as what I've got written down, it's viable. I could be wrong though. I've been known to be wrong from time to time. Take it easy, Slums. Oh wait, it says one more thing before I leave. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Pickles, I like that idea. A high stakes wager race for with fair PvP. That would be fun, even though people just use the meta. I agree. I think any type of wager matches would be great. Yes, you're only going to see the meta cars in those races because people obviously don't want to lose. But it's a way to increase the competition aspects of it, and I'm all for that. Tune for the Charger RT. You're better off just leaving it in the garage, says Donzilla. Yeah, dude. The modern muscle cars really got stiffed, I think, in this game. There's really not a whole lot that does well. The Camaro in racing is the only one that comes to my mind that's like, okay, this is good. This is very good. But other than that, man, the muscle cars are just hot garbage when it comes to racing.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Bad.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, dude. But you know, there's a lot of muscle car fans out there, dude. They could have just made like one of them good. You know, give us like maybe the Demon or like the Hellcat Red Eye. Like one of those should have been good. Like even if they had to like tweak the physics a little bit and just to make it a little bit good. just lie and make it nice.
Yeah, I've tested a bunch of them. They all suck.
They all are terrible, with the exception of that Camaro in the racing category. Driver 2242 says, I bet a ham and pineapple pizza I can beat you. Dude, that you're on, dude. You are on. Man, I need to get myself a pizza.
No, dude. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, it's wild.
Look what you guys have done.
It's all their fault. It's not our fault for being off topic all the time. It's their fault 100% for talking about it. Oh my god. Rally is so slow, says I suck at drifting. It's fine. I think it's okay. Personally, I'm okay with it. How the pace of it is fine. Bear wants to know the best money method. Money method, I do have a video that I just put out last week on that, Bear. If you want to go to the channel and check it out, I put out a money guide. Favorite flavor of pizza. I prefer my pizza to taste like pizza, but if you're referring to the toppings, my good sir, I prefer jalapeno, either jalapeno pineapple or jalapeno and pepperoni. And if I only got to pick one topping to eat for the rest of my life, it would be pepperoni.
Yeah. Mine is very similar to that. I just combined the two. My favorite pizza ever is pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno. All three.
All three.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
It's fire, dude. It's absolutely good.
It's my absolute favorite.
How late is Domino's open? I need a pizza, dude. Oh my god. Automotive guy says he means it would be cool to see muscle cars doing well in racing, but those 1.5 to 2.5 to 1.5 to 2.5 to speak out. Am I missing something? Am I reading that wrong?
To see muscle cars do well, but those 1.5, 2.5. Yeah. Oh, tons. The tons, not 2S.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, the 1.5, 2.5 tons speak
got it.
out.
Yes.
You're saying that's why they're not
why.
the greatest.
They're just too heavy.
They're big. They're just boats.
Yeah, they're boats. And honestly, it makes sense that boats would handle like that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do feel heavy when you drive them, for sure.
Gonzilla, sausage, bacon, hot sauce, jalapeno, ham. Jesus, dude.
I'm in.
Dude. Honestly, same.
I'm in.
Drewy says the Lime Edition Boss Mustang is actually pretty good. Definitely a favorite of his. I would love to try that car. It's exclusive as of right now, but if I can get my hands on it, I will.
I think I have it.
Oh, I think you do have it.
Yeah, I think I have it. I might have tried it. I don't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. I know that. Yeah, KLZ, that's the one I'm talking about. The Camaro in racing. It's not an old Camaro though. It's a new Camaro. The old Camaro isn't as good as the new Camaro.
No, it's not bad though. The RS.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
that
not bad.
It's not bad, but it's nowhere near as good as the newer one.
Yeah, certainly not bad. Drift in grand races? Like actual drift? Oh, drag. Drag in grand races. No, please no.
I don't think that would work.
No.
I don't know how that would work.
I don't know how that would. We would all have to be ghosted.
It's just like a really short, like quarter-mile stint. Like
yes.
You go into it and you just go straight and transfer into the next car.
Imagine, dude.
Dude, with the freaking delays, like you just wouldn't drive. You just be
invisible car for a long time. Everybody's just spamming the NOS button. That'd be hilarious. I think you'd have to start it. It wouldn't be. It would have to start. It couldn't be the second car. It definitely couldn't be. Scarcity. What did I do wrong, guys? I love this community 100%. I'm not sure. What did you do wrong?
What happened?
I don't know. We missed something probably.
Like you?
Drag drift monster. Jesus, Josh. I'm out. Drag drift monster. I'm out.
Yep, I am agreeing with Leon here.
What did he say?
He got a Motorfest, did one grand race, playlist changed to rally, raid, and rally. Alt F4. Yep, that's what I'd be doing.
Hold on. I love that playlist. I would rather drive on dirt all day long in this game, and I'm so much better on the dirt than I am on the pavement. I would love it. Rally, raid, rally. I'm down, dude.
Anything pavement is so much better. Like the racing, hyper, and street 2 playlists.
They're so fast though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, I definitely love the off-roading more than the pavement driving for sure. I think it's just because I'm better at it. It's slower, it's easier for me to, get the hang of. I'm not as good with racing or hypercar. I think hypercar might be my worst class. I think hypercar is definitely my worst class. Is the one I'm the worst with. I not that I'm like terrible with it. I just don't think I'm good. That's where I lose the most amount of time.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't dislike the rally or the rally raid, but I dislike the playlist where that's all it is.
Yeah.
And you have to do that race like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It gets real boring.
I'm down with Arima. It says hyper, and hyper. I'm fine with that. I would love to see grand races where it's all 3 the same thing. But I think they should make a rule that you couldn't use the same car 3 times. I think that would be cool. I think that would be the little twist to it. You'd have to pick 3 different cars, because then people start to pay attention to what's deeper than just the best car that everybody's using. You start having to pay attention to what's the best 3 cars that everybody's using. And you'd have to see the route and figure out which one's best for each of those parts. Like, for example, I don't know, the electric, what do you call it? The Avija Pure Edition is an electric car. And you would have to like, okay, this route is very like, city heavy, so there's a lot of like turns and like you have to accelerate. Well, okay, I'm gonna use the Avija. On this section it's highways. You want the whatever, you want the freaking, what's the one that has the best? Yeah, the F8. Or what's the other one that has a crazy top speed? The Enzo. The Enzo has a crazy top speed, right? If you get a couple of Enzos out there, you get the best top speed out there. So like, yeah, I would love that. Hyper, and it would just be 3 different cars. That adds a little bit of a layer of a puzzle for you.
Pickles says the Impala in racing is extremely good. I think you should try it.
I will. Pickles, I will try it.
Yeah, definitely have to try that. Sounds fun. A bike section in Grand Races would be more fair for bike users, because because they did the bikes dirty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree. I think that'd be a cool one too.
Yep. Like street bikes.
Yeah.
We already have the one motorcycle playlist, which is, you know, I feel like it's run its course. At first it was fine. Then you figured out you could die on invisible rocks inside bushes. And then it was like, wow, this is getting really old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather do the 3 rally than do the motocross playlist.
Yeah. What's and Lean says it's ass. What's ass? The
he said the motocross grand race is ass.
Oh, okay. I don't think it is. It's one of my favorite ones though. I like the motocross one. I've figured it out. I have the perfect route through the entire thing as long as I don't get like killed by another driver, which is always the case in a grand race. It's definitely my like I can drive that faster than most people can. Steven, do something about this.
I can't do anything about this, man. This guy, he just goes off on his own. You should have seen what me and Simji had to see last night. This guy's desktop. This guy's freaking
Dude. Okay. I'm like I'm approaching 40, okay? I'm approaching 40.
He's got his own stuff going on, dude. You kind of just got to let it go, man.
I'm approaching 40, and you know what? Everybody that's older than me, all of my elders, I learned from them. They save everything to the desktop, okay? My desktop has 400 things on it, probably. And it is what it is. Dude, it is insane. I will send you I'll send you a picture, Leon.
Leon, he saves everything to his desktop, dude. His whole freaking desktop is just full of crap, dude.
Listen, it's not chaotic. I'll tell you why. This is the process about my this is my process, okay? I have to take a screenshot of a car every single day because we do our daily builds and we have to have thumbnails for those. Every single thumbnail gets saved, the raw picture gets saved to the desktop. Then when I go to email somebody, it's so easy to figure out where that is because it's right there on the desktop and it's organized by date. So it's always the first image. I just go attach, click, attach, and it's easy. And then when Stacy sends me the thumbnail back and it's done and ready to go, it stays in my downloads file and I don't ever move it away from there. I download it from the email, I leave it there, I upload it to YouTube from the download file, and we're good. And then every month or so, maybe 2 months, maybe 3, I delete everything off my desktop and everything out of my downloads file. That's how it works. It's so easy. Well, you gotta make things more complicated by adding more folders to get to it. It doesn't make sense to me. Don't get started on what? On what emails? What do you mean?
Oh no.
What emails?
There's layers.
Exactly, Two Guns. Somebody's with me, dude. Look at Josh Walker does the same thing. You guys are you guys are the weird ones, dude. Yeah, I've never deleted an email. I just archived them.
Emails Militia.
This is true, dude. My Google, my Gmail has probably 10,000, 20,000 emails just sitting there. Jesus. I don't ever delete emails. I just, I mark them as read and I leave it. I don't think I've ever deleted an email, ever.
Nice.
I forgot about that. I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. That's so funny, dude. Trigger getting thrown under the bus, 100%, dude. Look, you guys are just hating, man. You guys are hating.
He does himself with his terrible takes, dude. He likes the motocross grand race. He likes the triple rally grand race.
I don't know,
These
man.
are just bad. These are just bad takes.
V says, time to invade Trigger's email account. Bro, if that happened, that'd suck, man. I don't know though. It really wouldn't suck because I don't read the emails. I just mark them as read. It takes the same time to archive, just trash it.
You click the like mark as read instead of the trash.
I could just delete it, dude. I don't delete it. I just mark it as read. It probably takes more time to mark it as read than it does to just delete it, bro. You hit one button and it's gone. I have to go click, mark as read. Oh my god, that's too much, dude. That's too much. I'm sorry to everybody who's younger than me that thinks it's a problem that my desktop looks like, I don't know. It looks like a trash. That's what it looks like.
Possible to show them or no?
No, I don't want people seeing it.
Okay.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know what's in there. So someone's gonna screenshot it and then zoom in and find something that maybe is important or something like that.
Gotcha. Don't want to leak anything.
Yeah. Zeke says no folders. That's not true. I do have folders. I am very organized when it comes to the summits and all of the content. It's just the screenshots. That's all it is.
It is just the screenshots.
It's literally just the screenshots. Like everything that I do, like all of my videos, all of the clips, everything is organized. I have every single clip to every summit guide we've put out on Motorfest. I have it all organized by file, like by the summit. It goes into the Motorfest file, the summit file, and then it has every single summit name in its own file with all the clips we use for the video. Like I literally have everything. It's all organized. But yeah, the desktop is just all the all the screenshots, dude. Yeah, quote unquote organized. It goes downhill once you hit 25. That's funny, dude. Yeah, I definitely feel much more. I feel every year that goes by, I'm being pulled more and more towards the underworld. That's just how it is, dude. And you just want to make things as easy as possible for yourself. I think it's a smart thing. You get smarter and you're like, you know what? I'm going to work smarter, not harder. He said, what? You've never heard that phrase before, dude? Every year you get older, you're just being pulled towards the underworld. Screenshots equal disaster for sure. Having tons of browser tabs open, never close until you're officially done. This is 100% facts. I currently have, we're just literally sitting here podcasting. My hands are just in my pockets because they're kind of cold right now. And I have 5 tabs open. And if you count this chat window, that's a 6. You have Discord, that's another one. So I have Discord running. I have 5 internet tabs open. I have my File Explorer tab is open. My File Explorer is open. Yeah, I'm a mess, dude. I have so many things. There's so many things running.
Yeah, having all the tabs open stuff, that's pretty normal. If you're just like switching through stuff, doing things.
Yeah. Dude, the other day, I don't know where I was. Who was that? Whose house was I at? I feel like I was at like one of my grandparents' house or something. I saw a computer with like 50 tabs open.
Yeah, dude, there's people who, I don't know if they just don't ever turn their computer off. Like, I think that's a thing. People don't turn their PC off.
Yep.
Dude, they have like tabs, like tab folders. Like, I don't even know, dude, just like hundreds of tabs where they just keep their tabs organized and they just never close their freaking browser.
Yes. And they open another one, dude. What happens is they keep it open and then they click the button, like the Chrome button, and it just opens another tab inside the window. So there's like 50 tabs going across. It's wild.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm not there yet. I mean, I might have 400 things on my desktop, but I'm not 50 tabs deep yet.
I feel attacked. You know what I do is I save like what I would have as a tab, I guess. I save it as a shortcut on like the main like Google page. So when I just open a new tab, I have all my like little shortcut icons. I can just click like, what do I need to go to? I want to go to this. I just click that.
Yeah. 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 I save shortcuts all the time. My little favorites list, little bookmarks bar is very long.
Yeah. And then I have bookmarks up top also. Yeah. I have like other things like not as important, but
yeah.
frequented.
Yes, exactly. V says, "Hey Trigger, can you do your live streams in HDR like Simji and many other streamers do? It looks amazing." I don't think my monitor. Wait, what's my limitation on HDR? I was gonna say something dumb like I don't think my monitor has HDR, but I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Leon says yes, you can. He knows my setup, so he knows exactly that I can. I might be able to.
One thing about the HDR though is for doing the videos, it would absolutely suck having to export in HDR. Like SimG exports all his videos in HDR, and you can't do hardware encoding, and it takes them freaking hours to export.
But could we not export it in HDR? Could we just have the video clip itself, like the native video clip in HDR, and then export it normally?
I have no
idea. Or would you lose the quality? I really don't know.
I have no clue.
Yeah, Leon says you would lose it. Okay.
Yeah. All I know is like when we're doing the summit guides or whatever, like SimG's up all night, like
waiting for it to
export. Like just sitting there waiting hours for it to export.
Yeah.
And then I export ours, which is,
dude, it's done in 8 minutes.
Done in a few minutes. And he's like, how do you do that? And that's how we figured that out.
Yeah, hardware encoding.
You gotta put it on your hardware encoding. And then he tried to change it and it like wouldn't let him because he was exporting in HDR. And I was like, oof.
Yeah, V, the aspect ratio on SimG's live stream is not it's not a HDR.
Also, not everyone has an HDR screen. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm included.
The aspect ratio is has to do with his monitor size. He's got an like an ultra wide monitor, so he gets to run a wider aspect ratio. And I agree, it looks good. It definitely looks good. It fits the phones nice too. The grand majority of people would see wash colors if we did that. I see. But HDR has more to do with the lighting and the colors than it doesn't have anything to do with the aspect ratio.
Yeah.
But yeah, wide angle or ultra wide monitors are pretty cool. I considered getting one at some point, but they're expensive, man. They're really expensive, and especially because I wanted to play in 4K. I prefer to play in 4K on a smaller monitor than to have that ultra wide. It's super expensive. I think I paid $600 for my monitor. Something like that. Automotive guy says I'm so lost. Yeah, I think I paid $600 for my monitor, which is actually seems like a good deal for what it is. I'm sitting on a 32-inch. No, it's not a 32. It's a 27.5-inch LG 4K monitor.
Dean said, how about a 57-inch super ultra wide 4K?
What?
57-inch.
57-inch is crazy, dude.
It's freaking bigger than my TV, dude.
I think that, well, Leon, is that what you're rocking? Because I know you just upgraded like not too long ago. Zodiac's the story of my life. I'm always lost. Listen, I'm definitely on the verge of getting lost on this conversation. I don't know much about the technical side of things. We've just barely figured out. Well, not we. I can't put you in this, but I've just barely figured out how to make recordings with a 2 PC setup. So it's I don't know, dude. I get lost in that stuff quick.
Wait, Leon, you have a 57-inch monitor? What the hell?
That is a ridiculously big monitor, dude.
I guess it's ultra wide though, so it's not like a TV.
Yeah, no, it's not a TV. It's just the height of a regular one, but it's like
either that is insane, bro.
Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy wild. I am hungry. And so we need to end this.
Yeah, I'm down. I need to get some food in.
Pizza sounds great. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any tonight, but I definitely need to get some food. And I appreciate everyone hanging out with us while we talk about nothing. And this is the official name of the podcast, Off Topic. So yeah, that is that. We are live every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. So come see us again next week, and also, come by the Summit streams on Tuesday nights as well. So anyway, Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you on the next podcast, I guess.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.